Hello. Hey, friends. What's up? Are you ready to do some yoga? Let's get started. Child's pose, please come down to the mat. Open the knees out. Relax in between the thighs. Let your shoulders roll forward. Forehead down to the mat. Close your eyes. Yes, kudos. You made it to your mat today. Take a big deep breath in. Open your mouth. Let it go. Do that again. Release. Just keep breathing in and out. See if you can match the length of your inhales and exhales. So as we get ready to do a little power flow, we want to pause, think about what brought us to our mat, what we would like to see manifest here today in our practice. Or maybe we want to dedicate our practice to someone who could use our love, light, and vibes. Send it out. And I also want to remind you to keep connected to your breath. It's pretty easy to do in this position, so I encourage and invite you to come back to child's pose if you start to lose the breath or you would just like to take a moment to slow it down. They say the mind is the king of everything. Nope. The mind is the king of the body. The breath is the king of everything. So that breath will help the mind quiet. Stay present and stay connected. Start to deepen the breath with intensity. We'll breathe into Ujjayi. So slight constriction in the back of the throat. Let the breath be sounding. As you do that, you tone the airways. You keep that prana and that heat inside the body. And the sound is kind of keeps us what keeps us tied in. So keep that flowing. Start to energize your hands. Reach them forward and spread your fingers out wide. Lift your elbows off of the mat and pull your belly button in towards your spine and float your forehead just an inch or so off of the mat. Press your arms straight. Push your heels down on top, or hips down on top of your heels. Pull in through your pelvic floor. Float yourself up onto all fours. And take a moment to stack your knees and stack your hands. So you're in the tabletop position here. We'll roll through the spine with our breath. Inhale, you'll come into cow pose, gazing up. And then exhale, curling the chin in, rounding into cat pose. Inhale again. Let it open, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your tail, tuck your chin. One more each way. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then from here, come back into neutral. Tuck your toes. Yeah, lift yourself up into downward facing dog. Pedal your heels out a little here, one foot in the other. Shifting, moving, exploring, whatever feels good. There's nothing static about this first dog here. Let it be free and open. And if you're feeling areas of resistance that are coming, that are trying to present themselves to you, that sensation or whatever, just notice it. Maybe we'll work with it and work through it in this practice today. but just be aware of your body. Couple more breaths. Let's begin to tiptoe the feet up to the top of our space. Your feet can be hip distance apart, ragdoll pose. So we want to really hang over the legs and just let the head shake out, but keep the knees really soft. If you want to let your arms hang or grab opposite elbows, go for it. And then let the fingers dangle toward the floor. Tuck your tail toward the floor. Pull your belly and round yourself up slowly to stand. Bring your crown up tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press your hands together at your heart space. Spread your fingers out. Gaze to your fingertips or close your eyes. Take a big deep breath in. And release, let it go. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in, life, goodness. Exhale, strife, stress. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up over your head. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand, and then root down through your right heel. Take another long breath in, and then exhale, gently side bend over to the right. You can keep your elbows a little bit soft here if you like. Stretch out through that left side body, maybe look under the left arm, and then come back up, and then switch. Grab onto your right wrist, root down through your right heel, lengthen your right side body, and then get even more as you go over to the left. Elbows soft, arms back, big breath. Come back to center, palms together, look up. Exhale, bow forward, hands through heart center all the way down, forward bend, halfway lift, breathe in, and exhale, forward fold. Step back into plank, one foot in the other. Line yourself up, shoulders over your wrists, spread your fingers out. Reach back through your heels. So legs are straight unless you're bringing your knees down to modify your pose, which is perfect. Some days that's where we need to be. Keep breathing. Where is your head? Look over the top of your space. Keep your neck long on both sides. Really pressing through those arms without locking your elbows and lifting through the back of the knees, firming up those thighs. Shift your heart forward. Drop your knees if you like to on this one, chaturanga. Lower slowly, halfway, and then keep going slow all the way to your belly. Untuck your feet. Let's come up for cobra. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, drop your forehead down. So the toes press in. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, release your forehead down. This time, float your hands up, lift up. Keep your neck long, chin in, and then release, forehead down. Hands to the mat, palms flat, fingertips underneath your shoulders. Elbows in. Tuck your toes. The balls of your feet are pressing in, but your kneecaps are lifting, your thighs are firming. Get ready. Pull your belly and begin to lift your hips, and then press straight up into plank position. And then as you breathe out, lift through your tail into downward facing dog. And then inhale, roll yourself forward back into plank position. Gaze over the top of your mat. Breathe deeply here. Breathe in, shift forward, lower halfway. This time, hold chaturanga. So you can stay here. Keep looking forward, squeezing your elbows in. Elbows should be right over your wrists. Hang on. Empty all your breath out, and then come into upward facing dog as you inhale. Tuck your elbows a little tighter into the side body. You may soften your elbows a little bit, especially if your thighs are on the mat here. Push strong down through the tops of your feet where all your toenails are, pressing there. Open your heart for one more breath, and then come back into downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale, push your arms straight, reach your chest back towards your thighs. Exhale, soften your knees, look forward, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep high, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, step back and lower halfway slowly. Coming into upward facing dog, or you can go into cobra, back bend, everyone. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here, breathe in. Wait till the bottom of your exhale, empty that air and step forward, top of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, belly in, shoulders behind the heart, fold forward, exhale, reverse swan dive, take it up high, maybe back bend, gaze up, forward fold, down we go one more time, flat back, inhale, hands to the mat, step your feet back lower, slow with your exhale, right into your back bend, up dog, inhale, drop your shoulders, beam your heart forward, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale again, spread the fingers, press through the base of the fingers, and then bring your feet to the top of your space. We'll move into sun salutation B. Feet all the way together, flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your hips, lift your arms up into chair. Stay here. Sitting back into your heels. Squeezing the shins and knees and thighs together, a lot of energy in the midline. Think about what's happening in your pelvis now. Make sure your pelvis is pretty balanced here. We're not tipping it up. That happens a lot. So tuck the tail gently and draw your ribs toward each other. And then from there, if you can sit back into the heels even more, maybe lift the toes and spread them out. And then take the arms a little higher, maybe biceps by the ears. Spread your fingers out nice and big. You can do this. We're going to do 10 more seconds. So if you can go lower, go now. Go for it. Sink nice and deep. Last 5 or 4, 3, 2, take a big deep breath in, straighten the legs, fold out, drop your head, flat back, inhale, and then hands to the mat, both feet back, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale into upward facing dog, and breathe out, take it back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, take your right leg up to the sky, lift it up nice and high. Exhale, knee to nose, round your back, come forward to plank. Inhale, shift back, three-legged dog. 2 more. Exhale, knee to nose, round it in. Inhale, shift back, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in. Good, take it back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. This time, lift your head, bring your foot right in between your hands, and come up to crescent lunge. Get your balance. Bring your shoulders back over your hips and really reach up through those fingertips now. And see if we can pick up gently through that left hip and left thigh. Reach back. So we're stretching back with the left heel, lunging forward with that right knee, but make sure that it stays right over the ankle. Now take your arms back a little bit further, open up your chest, and then as you breathe out, bring your hands to the mat and move through. Chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Kiss your knee. Round your back. Come forward. Inhale. Three-legged dog. You can do it. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Shift high. Exhale. Forward. Inhale, take it big all the way up there. And then this time exhale, come forward, lift your head, set the foot down. Inhale, up you go. Arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Tune it in on this side. Hips and shoulders are facing all the way forward. If you need more support, you can soften that right knee just a little bit. Otherwise, really kick back and lengthen through your right heel. Take your thumbs back, fill up, inhale. And ride your exhale all the way through chaturanga. Set the foot down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, press your heart back, soften your knees. Exhale, step or float your feet in between your hands. Flatten your back. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, feet together, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach up nice and high, and then fold forward over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. You got it. Back bend, inhale. And down dog, exhale. Right leg up to the sky. Exhale, come forward for crescent lunge. We're going to rise, finish that inhale breath, and then exhale. Down we go through chaturanga. Yeah, this is our half series. Can be skipped anytime you want. You can go straight to downward facing dog. I have to say that. I skip it a lot in my own practice, so it's your call. Left leg to the sky. Crescent lunge. Exhale, move it forward. Inhale, reach up high to the sky. Go back. Exhale, breathe out slowly as you come in through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round it forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, last one, come forward. Lift your head, set your foot down. Inhale, up into crescent lunge. Drop the shoulders down the back like you're tucking them in your back pockets here. And then on your next breath out, we're going to twist to the right. Keep our arms open at shoulder height. So just take them out, shoulder height. Start to twist towards your right thigh. And maybe start to gaze back towards your right hand. Keep your left thigh really engaged, left hip lifting up, especially when we twist right here in this direction. It's going to want to drop down, so fire back through your left heel. Take a breath in right here. And then super slowly, we're just going to come forward with the torso and set the left fingertips down on the inside of the right foot. So you're in a low lunge twist now. Just when you got there, we're going to pull up through that right side body and keep going back through that right hand back into your crescent open twist. You got it? Come forward, low lunge twist, left hand comes down. Core nice and strong, lift back up, crescent open twist, pull back. Exhale, come down, low lunge twist. Right hand to the floor on the outside of the right foot, step it back. Come into chaturanga. Shift forward, lower halfway to the floor. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, round forward. Inhale, shift back, heart goes back. Exhale, drop the hips, come over the hands. Last one, inhale, lift high. Exhale, come forward. Set the foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge as you're ready. Get your balance, come up, arms high. And then twisting left. Left arm back, right arm straight out forward from the chest. Pick up through your right hip. But keep lunging in that left knee. Yeah, that's good. Stack that left knee right over the left ankle. Gaze back to the left hand. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward with your torso, right fingertips on the inside of the left foot. Low lunge twist. Yeah, keep the legs charged and active. Next breath in, back up to crescent. Lift up through that left arm. Come forward, exhale, low lunge. Lift up, crescent. Come forward, right hand down, left hand down. Left leg steps back. Look over the top of your mat, come forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe out. Spread fingers out. 2 more breaths. Take your right leg up to the sky. On your breath out, bring your right foot in between your hands, warrior one. Spin your left heel down. And then come torso over hips, arms to the sky. Check your feet out here. Make sure you're not overcrossed. Your left toes turn forward, your left hip pulls forward. So see if you can pull forward through that left side, left shoulder. And then we'll release the hands behind the back. Clasp the hands together, open up the chest, breathe in, and then come into humble warrior. So we're taking the right shoulder down right on the inside of the right knee. The hands are still clasped behind the back. You can start to lift the arms off of the back and let the head drop down. Keep that squaring action through the hips, though, so keep turning the left hip forward. Really nice. Next breath in, rise up with the torso. Release the hands, take them back up. And then we'll pivot off of the back heel and come back into crescent lunge. Good, and then press your palms to your heart center here. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. And let's go for a more closed twist this time. So shift the torso forward, turn to the right. Take the left tricep up high on the right thigh, or you don't actually have to touch tricep to thigh. If you can keep your spine straighter by lifting up a little bit higher above that leg, do that. Open your wings, yogis, if you like, if that's in your practice. Try and keep your left arm on the outside of your right knee, and that helps facilitate just a little deeper twist as you exhale. One more. Release the twist. Bring your left hand down, and then we're going to step the right leg back into side plank. So we're just going to step that right leg back, spin the heels to the left, and open the right arm up to the sky. Good, and if you need to at any time, you could always set the left knee down. And those of you who'd like for a little bit more, you can scissor or go for big toe grip. You have 10 seconds, everyone. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, come forward into plank position. So you can take chaturanga here or not. So you can go straight to down dog. Inhale, breathe in, take that back bend. Yes, everyone, get down dog. All right, left leg up to the sky. Take a nice full breath. Exhale, round, come forward, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back up. Exhale, round, come forward. One more, lift high. And exhale, left foot forward, right heel flat, warrior one. Inhale, rise high. Again, a quick check to the feet here, making sure heels are aligned. Right toes turning forward to the top corner of your mat. Thinking about your ankle, so if you have a lot of wrinkles on the ankle, you're probably rotating a little to the inside of that foot in the back there. So roll to the outside edge of your right foot if you can. Turn your right hip forward. And then release the hands, take them behind the back, and clasp the atypical way with the other thumb on top. Open up through your chest, breathe in, and then exhale to humble warrior. Bring your left shoulder on the inside of your left knee and let your head drop. And you can take the hands, arms up off of the back. Open this up a little more. Last breath. Bring your torso over your hips. Release your arms, take them up to the sky. And then hands together, press your palms at heart center. Shift forward, breathe in. Oh, pivot off of your back heel for me. Come into crescent legs. There we go. There we go. Good. And then as you exhale, twisting to the left. Again, not important to have arm and thigh touching here. More important to have the thumbs pressing at the heart center and then twisting as far as you can with those shoulders and elbows stacked. Arms may open out for some of us, wings open. Keep breathing. And then release. Come out of the twist. Draw your right hand down to the floor right below your right shoulder and start to open yourself up to the left for side plank. Step your left leg back. Stagger or stack or scissor. Yogi's choice. Knee down is good too. Everybody's doing good. Hang on, 10 seconds to go. Keep breathing. And release. Nice job. Moving through your vinyasa here if you like, or going straight back into downward facing dog. Stay with your breath. Notice what's coming up. From here, we're going to take the right leg up to the sky. Bend through the right knee and let the right hip open and roll on top of the left. Look underneath your right arm, and if you like to flip your dog, yogis, go for it. Yes, press the heels, especially into the earth. Drive your hips up. Maybe take your head back, your heart open, and that top arm all the way back. Lift up for one more breath. And then carefully come back to three-legged dog, twisting. Back, lift your right leg up to the sky if you set it down. And then come into warrior two. This time right foot in between your hands, left heel flat. Left arm pulls you back. Quick check to the feet. You have a wider stance on this one. And then check out your front knee and see if you can draw it out to the right just a little more. Relax your shoulders down just a bit. Soften your gaze or even close your eyes. On your next inhale, straighten your right leg and come into triangle pose. So reach your right fingertips forward. And when you can't reach further, I bet there's just a little bit more. And then windmill the arms, open right hand down, left hand to the sky. So in a lot of the lunge and crescent position, we're stretching them out apart. In this triangle, let's act as if we're trying to roll the mat up underneath us. So squeeze your inner thighs together. And take another breath right here. And then pull yourself back up, come back into warrior two for me. Bend your right knee. And then we'll come forward again with the right side, this time side angle. So right forearm inside of the right knee and left hand straight up. And if you can sit a little deeper into those hips, go for it. Maybe the right palm comes down flat on the inside of the right foot and the left arm goes all the way overhead. Palm facing down. Fingertips to the outside edge of the left heel as long as you can get that side body. And then sweep that left arm back straight up and behind the back. And then let's thread the right arm underneath the right thigh and go for the bind. And if you can't quite reach it, just sweep your left arm behind your back and take half bind. And then look down to the floor, and we're going to transition to bird of paradise here. So you already have the bind. If you don't, listen up. You're still going to do the same thing with me. So start to step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Step, 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 as many steps as it takes till it gets right up next to your right foot. So left foot up. Then you're going to shift your weight into your left foot and begin to lift your right heel. So you're just on the toe. And then get ready. Laser focus to the ground. Stand strong into that left leg. Rise up. Keep coming up. Keep coming up. Now, if you didn't have the bind, I want everyone to stand on that left leg. And you can pull into the inside of the right knee and lift the right knee up high. If you don't have the bind, those of you who have your Bird of Paradise bind, go ahead and see if you can kick out the right foot just a little bit. As I add on, you can take it if you want. If you don't, then just stay with the level that you're at, because you're breathing, you're there, you're doing it, you're awesome. Take one more breath. Roll your shoulders back a little bit more and sit up. And we're going to release and come back into this the same way we came. So the right foot comes down. We slowly step that left foot back. And then we release the bind. Open the left arm up. I want to come back up into Warrior Two. I know, yogis. And then reverse triangle. So straighten the right leg. Come to the back of your mat with your left hand now, and then just drop the left hand down, right hand to the sky. We're stretching that side out. That should feel nice. And then on your next breath out, cartwheel your hands forward either side of your right foot. Take it up and back. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Take it up dog, I meant, and take it to down dog. Take your left leg up to the sky here. Pin through the left knee, open the hip. Looking under the left arm, start to get really light through the left hand. Flipping if you'd like. Go slow. See if you can resist gravity and land like a feather. Yeah. Feet flat. Oh, take it open now. Victorious. Beautiful. Open this heart. Let the breath breathe life into every cell of your body. Drop your head back. Take one more inhale. Then melt the hips down and begin to rotate. Come back. Lift your left leg up to the sky if you set it down. Exhale, bring it forward, Warrior Two pose. Spin your right heel to the mat. Right arm pulls you up and open. Now we're stretching that mat in both directions. Yes, there's a diagonal energy moving across the body. So your left knee is lunging forward and your right shoulder is pulling back. Let your gaze soften. Let something go somewhere. There's got to be somewhere you can let go and release. And then breathe in and squeeze those inner thighs together, triangle pose. And then come forward, left arm. And windmill open, north and south, right here with the arms. And draw the hips underneath you and bring your upper back and your head to the left side of your mat as you start to just kind of imagine rolling your right chest open to the ceiling, to the sky. Good, and then lift up through your right arm, come back into Warrior Two. Strong lunge. Keep this lunge. Keep the left knee stacked right where it is. Shift your torso forward. Side angle. Left forearm comes down. Right arm goes up to the sky. Really ground through that outside edge of the right foot and start to take the right arm all the way up and overhead. Lengthen and breathe into the right side body. And bring that right arm straight up and then around the back for a half bind or a full bind as we sweep the left arm underneath the left thigh. And here we go, birds. Let's step the right foot up. Keep stepping it. It needs to come all the way to the top of your mat. Now this is our strong side here, so shift your weight into your right foot. Lift up the left heel and start to rise all the way up. Pull that leg up with you. Pull your belly in nice and strong. Strong right leg. You got this. Shoulders come back. Lift your chin off your chest. Maybe extend through that left leg, through the ball of the left foot. Kick it out. 3, 2, and 1. Come down slow as you can. Step your right foot back. Release your bind. Breathe in. Come back up to Warrior Two. Charge into that leg, the front thigh. Yes, and then we'll straighten it out. Squeeze thighs together. Reverse triangle. Reach back through the right arm. And windmill open left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Left leg up and back, shift forward, chaturanga. Nice job, yogis. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out. Just a couple Shakti kicks here. We're going to jump up and land soft and get a little weight into the hands and have some fun. Then I'm going to give you child's pose break time. So spread your fingers out nice and wide. Look forward and gaze a little bit in between your hands. Bend your knees a lot. And then shift your weight all the way up there. Kick the heels up into the hips. Land softly as you come down. Do it again. Shakti kick. Come forward. Get a little hang time. Maybe on one of these. Maybe the last one. Or maybe it won't happen until the next time we try it. So just have fun flying and lifting up just a little bit. One more. Landing down. Good. Nice. Bring the knees to the mat. In child's pose, drop your forehead down, sweep your arms around by your sides. Just reconnect here. So you have a full minute. I just want you to breathe deep, maybe close your eyes, go back to your intention. But this is a good time to get a little sip of water too if you need to. Go ahead, yogis. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. As you're ready, let's come back up into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Point the toe a little bit here. See if you can lift it 1 inch higher. And then with your breath out, bring your right foot up on the outside of your right hand, or once you get it up there, step both of your hands to the inside of the foot. We're going to come into runner's lunge. So check here that your right knee is right over your right ankle. We want to make sure to keep that stacked in that position. You can drop your back knee if you'd like to. And some of you, so we'll be here for a little bit, may even pad up the left knee with roll the side of the mat under. Give yourself some extra padding. And then beam your heart forward. Take a nice long breath. And exhale. See if you can come down to your forearms. Take another big deep breath. Exhale, breathe out into the hips. So keep breathing deeply. You have about 30 more seconds. Here, you can let your head drop. And then we'll slowly start to release, lifting up, back up to your hands. Press your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll bend the left knee and rest it down on the mat. Those of you who had the knee lifted. And again, patting the mat up is wonderful here. We're going to take a quad stretch on the left leg. So bending the left knee, grab on top of the left foot with the left arm. And gently start to pull the foot in close to your hip, feeling that stretch. Yogis, you might have some tight quads. Just really breathe into this. Those of you who feel a little bit more open here, you have the option to try and come down onto your right forearm very easily, carefully. Ooh, that's a good one. 2 more breaths. Release the foot. Walk back up to the hands again, and then let's tuck the left knee and lift the left knee off of the mat. Charging back through the left heel, back into our runner's lunge position. Just a little bit of core work right here. Let's tuck the right arm underneath the right thigh. And just tent the fingertips on the outsides of your mat. So nice and wide, bring them out. If you'd like to gaze forward, shift your weight forward, and then maybe airplane wing the arms. So take the arms off the mat, fly them out to the sides, breathe here, bring your core tight, and keep hugging your hips in toward each other and firing up through the left thigh and the left quad. For 5, hang on, 4, 3, 2, release the hands, bring them on the inside of the right foot, drop the left knee down. And then this time, let's roll a little bit to the outside edge of the right foot. And gently use your right hand to press on the inside of your right knee. You're going to feel an IT band stretch really kind of on the outside of that right leg. And if it feels okay, you can start to twist just a little and look over your right shoulder. And you can go for the quad stretch again. You have a few more breaths here. So if you want to bend that back knee and grab the top of the left foot again in this position, go ahead. And then release. Drop the hands down. Come to the left knee. Shift your weight back over your left foot. Straighten your front leg for half splits. So pull your right toes back toward your face, lengthening the right hamstring. And if you like to work yourself into a variation of full splits, you'll take your time and start to wiggle your right foot out, lengthening it and stretching back through the left leg, straightening and lengthening in both directions. Now see if you can come onto your knuckles or to flat palms. Go ahead and drop through your head, let your breath go. Visualize your pelvis dropping toward the mat. Fill up, deep inhale. Big exhale. And then from here, I like to take the right hand, step it on the inside of the right thigh, and shift over to the left, swing back your right leg. Make your way onto flat palms, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky, and let's open up through that right knee. So bend the knee, let the hip roll open. Flip your dog if you like. Go ahead and start to get very light on that right hand, flipping over, land soft. Bent knees, push the heels into the mat, drive the hips high, bring the heart back and open. Stay here for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Slowly start to drop your hips, carefully rotating back into 3-legged dog. Set your right foot down. Take a big deep breath. And let it out. Bring your left leg up to the sky. Full inhale. Point the toe. Spreading fingers wide. Keep pressing your chest back. Lift that left leg 1 inch higher. And then bring it to the outside edge of the left foot for runner's lunge. Take a moment to stack your left knee right over your left ankle. Toes and heel pointing straight forward. Back leg could be lifted or patted up. Set the knee down behind the hip. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, slowly try releasing down to the mat with the forearms and then letting the head go. Lots of breath. Take and direct that breath right where you're feeling the stretch the most. See if you can dissolve something, let some tension go. One more breath here. And then walk your hands back up underneath you. From here, we'll all go ahead and set the right knee down. And then gently begin to bend the right knee. Reach back with the right hand and see if you can grab the top of the right foot. Keep breathing. Notice the difference between this side and the other side. Finding your edge and breathing right into that area. And then releasing the foot. Coming back into runner's lunge. Tucking the right toe, lifting the right knee off the mat. Gazing forward, begin to sweep the left arm under the left thigh. Walking the fingertips out. You can tent the fingertips on either side of the mat, or you can fly the arms airplane straight out to the sides. Lots of core work here. Lots of hip action, glute, right quad working. Reach back through your right heel. Fire it up. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Drop back down onto your right knee. So reset hands underneath shoulder, and you could start to work your left foot out to the left just a little, and we can roll to the outside edge of that foot for a little IT band stretch. If you roll to the outside edge, just make sure the toes keep pulling back toward the face. So keep that ankle supported and the foot flexed. Gentle pressure on the inside of the left knee if you like, or you can reach back. Go for the quad stretch again, bending the right knee in. And then releasing, bring hands down either side of the left leg. We'll move into half splits or full splits. Shift your weight back over your right heel. We don't want to sit the hip down on top of the heel though, so stay lifted. Flex the left toes. Stay right here. Breathe into the left hamstring or work into your full splits. So you have about 30 seconds. Just go deep into the breath here. Try and relax the mind. Slow the breath and the muscles will follow and lengthen. So release coming out of this, however is easiest for you. Swing your left leg back around. We'll make our way into downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, bending through the left knee. Stack your hip, left hip on top of right, looking underneath your left shoulder. Stay here, enjoy this stretch, or flip your dog. Land soft. Take your heart to the sky here. Open up your chest. Maybe take your gaze back. Breathe. Awesome work. Hips a little bit higher. You can do it. Last breath. Good. Relax down through the hips. Rotate back. Downward facing dog. Left leg down. Big inhale. Spread your fingers out. And exhale, bend your knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Have a seat. So we're going to roll down to our backs. So rolling down slow, bend your knees, bring your feet flat. Hip distance apart. Bring your arms by your sides. Fingertips reaching down towards your heels. Let's lift up into bridge pose. Start to peel the tail up, rolling up through the spine. Imagine you have a cantaloupe between the knees, so we're squeezing some energy energetically between the knees. They're not splaying open or not all the way together. And then we'll lift up one more inch, and then we'll slowly lower down. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, open the knees out. Just rest your hands on your thighs or by your sides, wherever you like. Let's go second set. Bring the knees in. Line the heels up right from the hips. Peel the tailbone up. And this time, let's walk the shoulder blades underneath the back and interlace the fingers, chest expansion. Press the pinky side edge of your hands down into the mat as you really lengthen your arms, keeping the pressure on your head and neck soft. Use your legs. Just one more breath. Release the hands, slowly start to roll yourself down. And again, Supta Baddha Konasana, knees apart, soles of the feet together. Last round, yogis. Bring the knees together, bring the feet flat. Let's peel ourselves up right here into bridge pose again. Take the first variation, second variation, or if you'd like to go a little further, you can take it into wheel pose. Bring the hands up and tuck the fingertips underneath the shoulders, elbows in toward the ears. On a breath out, really pressing in through the triceps and through the legs, coming all the way up to your full back bend. Stay here, everyone. 3 breaths. Nice work. Last inhale. And slowly lower, release, exhale. One more time. Don't bring the knees in just yet. Let them fall apart. Soles of the feet together. Good, and then we'll bring them back together. Knees over chest. You can rock a little bit here, side to side. Should feel good for the low back. And then extend your left leg out long. Keep your right knee pulled into your chest, and then extend the right leg up to the sky, as straight as you can get it. You might hold behind the thigh here. Point the left toe and really reach it out long. And then on your next breath out, let's walk up the right thigh, head to knee pose. So you're going to walk up the back of the right leg. Gently start to pull your leg in closer to the body. Keep your neck long, so maybe your chin's off your chest a little bit here. One more breath. Let's relax the shoulders and the head down. Pull the knee in a little tighter if you have it. And then we'll bend the right leg and come into half happy baby. So take the right hand either on the instep, the big toe grip, or the outside edge of the right foot, and begin to draw the right knee down on the side of the torso in toward the right armpit. Keep pointing through your left toe and reaching that leg out nice and long. Tailbone is pressing down into the mat. And then release the right foot. Take your left hand to the outside edge of your right knee and let's go across the body for a twist. Start to draw the right knee over to the left. Rest the right foot. Maybe it rests on your left leg, or maybe it reaches the floor, but let's rest that foot so it's not hovering in space. If you'd like to take your eye gaze over to the right, twist through your cervical spine, go ahead. Stay with your breath. And then gently untwist. Right foot down, straighten your right leg out long. Point through the toe, pull your left foot in, give it a nice squeeze. Head to knee on this side, extend the left foot straight up to the sky. Take both hands behind the left thigh. Gaze up and begin to walk up behind the calf, up to the ankle or the foot, perhaps. Very nice. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders and the head down. Maybe your hands come down just a little bit further, or maybe they stay where they are and we can pull it in gently for one more breath. And then bend the left knee. Half happy baby. Keep pointing through the right toes, reaching that right leg long. Pull the left knee on the side body. So your ankle, your left ankle is stacked right over your left knee. And then try and just pull that knee in toward the armpit on the outside edge of the ribs there. Again, heavy in through your tailbone. Just feel this single side hip stretch. One more inhale. Exhale. And then release the foot. Take the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Gently take it across. Relax into the floor. Let the floor support you in your twist. Gaze to the left if you like. And then slowly release. Bring both knees into the chest. Again, a nice hug onto the shins. Pull them in, maybe rocking side to side. Sweet Shavasana, friends. So if you feel chilled, you need socks or a sweater, or you have something nearby to cover your eyes with, go ahead and grab it. Come down onto your back. We're going to let the toes splay apart, let the feet open wide, take the arms to the sides of our mats, palms facing up. Tuck your shoulders down onto your back and just kind of wiggle through the body. Make sure we can relax everywhere here. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Fill up with breath right here. An audible sigh. Ha. Let it go. Now just stay here in your stillness, take in your practice, enjoy your presence. Whatever is waiting for you in your day ahead or your night ahead will still be there after a few minutes. Mindful disconnect. Yogis, you're welcome to stay here for a little bit longer if you like. Otherwise, start to bring back some energy to your breath and some movement to the body. Maybe take a stretch overhead, reaching the fingertips away from the toes. And then you can roll yourself onto one side or the other and bring your knees in, support your head in a fetal position. This would be your moment of gratitude, yogis. What are you grateful for today? And then as you're ready, you'll gently press yourself up. Find a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your hands into your heart space. Press your palms together. Drop your chin to your chest. Thank yourself for taking this time out today. Know you got exactly what you needed from your practice. Taking this goodness with us as we travel back into the rest of our days or nights. The light in me honors, celebrates, and ignites the light in each of you. Namaste.